everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now today I want to talk about the top Wasteman characters in The Walking Dead. Let's get started. First of all, for those of you people who don't know what a Wasteman or a waste youth is, we use this vocabulary a lot here in Toronto, Canada, and it just means someone who is not bringing anything to the table. They're waste. They're a waste of time, they don't do anything worthwhile, and they don't help the situation. Particularly when it comes to Walking Dead, you can't be a Wasteman. It's a zombie apocalypse. If you do something dumb, you're ruining it for everyone else. Now, my first Wasteman of the Walking Dead realm is Andrea. Y'all remember Andrea? Now, she was in Walking Dead from season 1 to about 3, I think, and she was the most indecisive character. In fact, every decision she made was so selfish and inconsiderate. Because she was so lost, she never knew how to find herself, and in the end, she does end up sacrificing herself. In a way, she kind of redeems her actions, but she was ultimately a waste youth. Karl. Karl is my second waste character. Now, I know Karl in season 5 through 6, but he got older, he became a little better, he actually ended up saving Rick a couple of times, and he redeems himself, but ultimately, that kid needed to go. The amount of times he threw tantrums, ran off into a forest, almost got eaten by a zombie, it's like, dude, you're making this very difficult right now. You are wasting everybody's time, and in fact, Rick and the rest of the characters probably could have gotten away with a lot more had it not been for Karl. Morgan. Now, Morgan and Rick had a special relationship. When Rick wakes up in a zombie apocalypse after being shot and he awakens, Morgan is actually one of the first characters he runs into outside of Glenn. Now, Morgan was really badass, really cool in the beginning. Him and Rick have this special bond and they end up exchanging walkie-talkies and they try and keep in touch with each other, yada yada yada. Now, in this time that Rick and Morgan are separated from each other, Morgan goes crazy because his son dies. And the next time that Rick encounters him, Morgan is out of his mind. He actually tries to kill Rick. Then Morgan comes back a third time. In season 5 or 6, I think, is when he meets up with everybody in Alexandria, walking with his little stick thing, and he's all like, I'm a wise man, I don't kill people, and this is where the problem lies. Morgan actually ends up allowing that one group of people who eat other people survive, and he ultimately gets everyone killed. Like, he just ruins the whole Alexandria setup because he keeps the guy in the basement when he should have just killed him. Like, where's your moral compass here? I know you're trying to be like, every life is worth it and all that stuff, but you gotta think of the greater good. This guy is ultimately a complete waste of time. Now, I don't know if after the whole Alexandria situation, if Morgan kind of sees the light and will become somebody worthwhile in season 7. I don't know. Now, there's one more person from The Walking Dead who I found to be completely nauseating and annoying. Actually, there are 3 people, to be honest, from The Walking Dead, and I'm forgetting their names, but if you remember, in Alexandria, there was a couple where the husband was beating the life out of her and he was really abusive, and at the end of season 5, I think, Rick comes in and shoots him because he's ultimately messing up the dynamics of the group in Alexandria, and that's when Morgan walks in and sees Rick killing a human being and not a walker, and, you know, he has his moral dilemma with Rick there. But that family now, the wife and the 2 sons, halfway through season 6, they have to evacuate Alexandria because all of the zombies managed to get inside the town, and so because they need to evacuate in a way where they wouldn't be noticed by the zombies, they covered themselves in zombie guts and made their way through the zombie crowd to get out. Now, they don't all get out because that woman's son, her youngest son, after she just told him not to worry about anything, they aren't monsters, just keep moving, he yells, "Mom!" and before you know it, all the zombies come and they eat him alive. She freaks out because her hand is still attached to him while he's being eaten alive, and then she dies, and then her eldest son Because of all of this, he pulls out a gun and shoots Karl in the eye. And I'm like, really, dude? Really? All three of y'all deserve to be murked, okay? Like, you guys just wasted so much time. You all could have made it out had your little brother not yelled and ruined the situation. Ugh, that was the most frustrating episode ever. The way season 6 ended, we don't know who dies. We don't know who Negan decides to pick off. But I'm assuming, and I'm guessing, that it might be Rick. And it'll just be a new chapter of Walking Dead. It's gotten really dry and, you know, I think the character change is good. I think the storyline should move on from Rick and the rest of the gang, if you will, because it's just the same stuff over and over again. Which brings me to Fear the Walking Dead. This is still in the realm of Walking Dead, so I'm going to talk about these Wasteman characters in Fear the Walking Dead as well too. I really did like how Fear the Walking Dead progressed through the couple of seasons that they have out. I really do like the pacing of Fear the Walking Dead a lot better than Walking Dead. I know there's only 2 seasons to compare, but just the way things kind of just roll and keep going, I really prefer that, and you kind of get a different perspective than, you know, the whole community building situation. They're gonna get to that eventually, but Fear the Walking Dead is really cool. There are some Wasteman, Waste Youth characters in this show though. The number one is who I like to call Andrea 2.0. Madison drives me up the wall. Her decisions are so, I don't know, it's sideways, I guess? Like, she just doesn't think. In the last episode that just went by, like, she turned on the light of a hotel in the middle of Mexico City during a zombie apocalypse where everybody is scrambling to find a safe place just so she could find Nick. Nick is her son, as you guys know if you do watch the show, who is a drug addict and he just does what he wants. In fact, I think he's kind of the most badass character in the show, which is kind of funny in itself because he functions better in a zombie apocalypse than he did in real life. Anyway, Madison just doesn't get that she can't do these rash things. It doesn't work in this world. It doesn't work in the whole concept of a zombie apocalypse where people are surviving and they do evil things to survive. She turns on the light and everybody rushes there, which basically compromises their situation because now everyone knows that there's a functioning hotel and there's only 10 people there. And my last waste person of the Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead realm is Chris. This is Travis's son in Fear the Walking Dead. This boy, I used to think that Karl was the worst kind of kid to be in the series or in a situation like that. But no, Chris is absolutely insane. I don't know how he's survived this long, but he's messing everything up. In fact, this last episode of Fear the Walking Dead, I actually thought that Travis would have to kill his own son because of all the madness he's been doing. Like, he really thinks that he's doing the right thing. I think he's hurt, I think he's confused, and he's going through teenage angst, I guess. And it's annoying. It's annoying. You can't throw tantrums during a zombie apocalypse. Come on, dude. And low-key, doesn't he look like the guy from The Never-Ending Story? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I plan on doing this again because there are so many other TV series that have these types of characters in them, and I think my next one might be The 100. Please let me know in the comments below which characters I missed out on, especially if you watch Fear the Walking Dead or Walking Dead. Please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, catch you later!